explaining to us how you became the head girl for Partner Draw TV. Explain leading up into that, what cemented your attraction to the program that you have that gravitas to the program to the point where you became head girl for Partner Draw TV?
What actually cemented it was the dedication. Here you are in England, you're not being paid. Everyone knows that we're not being paid. You're volunteering your time.
England.
Here is Andre at that time was not being paid. It's the something that was in Andre that was bold.
England.
He was bold, as if he was, and knowing how dangerous Jamaica was. It's that boldness that I like, because I don't like people that just talk. I like action. I always said I would be a nanny any minute. So I liked that about him, that unwavering spirit. Places that other people would shy away from, he went there. That attracted me.
Andre's ex-head girl. She attacked
the dedication of the people that were on his program. The information at that time that he was claiming that he was getting. I was wondering, how was he able to get these information? Who was he getting these information from? Then finding out, I didn't care anything about his background, whatever his orientation is, has nothing to do with me. He seemed at that time to sell us a story that he wanted a better Jamaica.
Which is a fair point.
Yeah, Jamaica for Jamaicans. That's basically Jamaica for Jamaicans, and that's what I was about. I don't care. I've never voted in my life in Jamaica because I left Jamaica before I was able to vote. So it's Jamaica for Jamaicans. And that's what he seemed to stand for and wanted change, an immediate change. So that's when I basically said, and that held me. The fact he was on time every night. The fact that he was speaking a language that...
Pass to backside. I don't care when none of you say, I saw Andre put out himself to the world in there for Jamaica, in come to save Jamaica, Jamaica saving grace. I saw him put out himself into the world. That is how he did it. He did do that. And none of you can say it's a lie. The girl's talking the truth, that's so. May I agree with her. He proclaimed he was a saving grace of Jamaica. He was a better Jamaica. I didn't want to change Jamaica. That is exactly how Andre put out himself, especially from the Donnelly story. I saw him put out himself to the world. I don't know if it stopped me up. Don't jam your tongue. Stop being a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't do that. Let the girl talk and talk. All right, Shirley, go back to that girl.
People wanted to hear because we were almost to the point where we were hopeless. So he again was playing, I call it, he was playing, as he said, playing a little David. So he was playing a little David. So I thought Andre was, as he said, little David. He was playing the song of Little David, but it looked as if Little David was playing. So at that time, I thought he was actually playing Little David. I had no clue Little David was actually playing us. So that's why I gravitated to it, because it was a form of hope for us that were desperate. And I think us in the diaspora, we gravitated to it more because people don't understand. It doesn't matter how much citizenship they give us. Overseas, and even if you came here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, there's always this natural inclination to go home. There's nowhere like home.
Nowhere like Jamaica.
So for us in the diaspora, we always want to go home. So with him, we supported him a lot because we were buying what he was selling because we wanted.
Pause, Shirley, pause. Let us be real. If nothing about it is not a hypocrite, Andre proclaimed he wanted a better Jamaica, and that is the selling point himself, the whole of the world. Jamaica, I saw him do it. So, Andre, honest to God, I have questions for you, but I'm not ready to throw out my question. Any of you can say, listen, I don't hate nobody. Let us be real. If I can chat Donegal, someone who I love that woman. I loved her with all of my heart. So who the backside is Andre to chat or the move? I don't come on the hypocrite self. But with that, that's over here, darling. If for the kind of thing logical and be a free figure, don't be a part of the comment section. Enough of no way a hypocrite, right? One over Andre yard. This is trending yard. Got Andre yard. And it's on for no nonsense. And if Andre if you get beat for the truth, what God love. Come here, I've got questions for him. I have questions. Let me ask one. Let me just ask one now. Andre, when you came out, right, you was on the big topic then. All of a sudden, like, what's happened? Oh, come, you get shy. What is happening? You just backtrack, so you stop beating the people. You should be beating them, beat out them backside day in, day out, because you want Jamaica to be great. And me, I want, funny thing, I saw that I supported him. Even if I did not comment it, I was over there just listening to the things he was saying because I wanted a better Jamaica too, right? So if he's putting up himself as a Robin Hood or whatever, anything, one of the national hear them, I'ma support him because he's saying all the right things that me want to hear, right? So me I give him support because my telling things in what me want to hear. I'm sure that is exactly what a lot of you did too. When you gave him the support because Lord God, what to say, in my tight rule stuff, because let's move. This is a liquor island. The liquor island where I have to about 3 million people. This is the one we come from, the one we come from this, and the one we want a better Jamaica for grandchildren and for all of us to live and prosper. And that is how he sell himself. So Anja Wegwan, what Wegwan, I know I don't hate you, it's the truth. I saw you do it. That's what you did. Yes, sir, you did.
In the head girl.
So Wegwan.
Well, in the comment section, they started calling me the head girl. Because of what I brought to the table. It took months for Andre to officially start calling me the head girl. None of that stuff really mattered to me because, as I stated before, I was about legacy for the next generation, not immediacy. Because we as Blacks, we tend to think about immediacy, the now, but I was about legacy for my children and their grandchildren if they wanted to migrate to get a peak.
Generational legacy. That is how Andre proclaimed himself. We not care. Andre said he was the way he said he claimed said, Jamaica, I am the esteemed professor. I am here to save you. Come on board, help me save Jamaica. Andre Wegwan. Okay, now say why you stop saving Jamaica? Andre Wegwan. I don't care. Me say you're on the bill YouTube because you see me come ask some questions. And you should have built YouTube long time. Because yes, them take your page, which is a fair point. They took your page away. But if it was me like you who had the selling power you have, me I build a YouTube channel straight away and jump right back in. Why did it take you so long? I only asking the question, sir. Wayne is a duplicitous. So what you mean by that, girl? What you trying to say about the man? Finish a statement.
The land of wood and water. So basically, they started calling me that in the comment section. Then months later, Andre started referring to me as the head girl, and I just wanted a better Jamaica for Jamaicans, and I would basically almost stop at nothing to see that happen. So that's how I was, they started calling me the head girl. So it was the students, as we would call ourselves, that started calling me the head girl, and then later on, Andre started calling me the head girl.
Prior
to the 11th of August. Yes, prior to the 11th of August. We had communication. However, when I started the program, when Donna Lee, that would have been August of this year, you're referring to, Wayne, just for clarification?
Yes, August of this year.
Yeah, so when Donna Lee disappeared, I think it was August of last year. So when I started watching the program, there was no communication between Andre and I when I was calling in. And I would read the comment section and people would say, oh, Andre's telling her what to say. No, there was basically no communication. We would not communicate outside the show. During the show, sometimes Andre would send me messages. While he was live, he would send me messages. Sometimes he would send me messages, calling Shernette. But outside the show, the day-to-day operation of the show, in the beginning, no, there was zero communication. There was nothing happening. I would sometimes be home, tired, just getting home from work, because 8 o'clock Jamaican time is, it would be,
Right,
8 o'clock
Mr.
Jamaican
Carter.
time would be 9 o'clock here if we're on daylight savings time. But when we are on Eastern Standard Time, 8 is 8. I'm just leaving work at 8. So most time I would listen to the show, watch the show in my vehicle driving home until I get home. So being busy at work, doing 10 hours, running my own business, I had no time for communication with Andre during daytime. Most times I would listen to the topic coming home. I would scratch little notes that if I get a chance to call in, these are some of the issues I want to address. So no, there was no communication between Andre and I. After which he would send me, as I said, occasional WhatsApp message. But if the topic was something I was not well versed on, I would just say to him, Andre, no, not tonight. I would not call in because I don't like to speak on things I have no knowledge of.
Mm-hmm.
No, we were still not having regular conversations, not a telephone kind of a person other than when I call in. However, we did communicate. So in October, Thanksgiving, this is the Canadian Thanksgiving I'm referring to. Our Thanksgiving is in October. The weekend of Thanksgiving, again, Andre never asked me, but Andre was talking about the Canadian farm workers and the conditions they were living in. So I took it upon myself to fill my car with groceries and a bunch of stuff, my trunk and whatever, and I took off by myself, driving to some of the farms that they were mentioning, and I researched them because I'm a facts-based person. I'm the type of person, if you give me information, I need to prove that actually is factual. So I took off, went driving. I drove about 4 hours. At first I thought it was about 3 hours, 4 hours one way. Got to the farm. When I got to the farm, I found some farmers. The Monday would have been a statutory holiday here in Canada.
Do you guys remember this story when Andrew was blogging on the farm workers in Canada, remember? And saying they were being treated in some really deplorable condition. So now it is coming to light, says this girl, Shernette, that gave him the lead story. And when Ish said that, I said, oh, okay. Now I'm interested. Now I'm interested to hear what is gonna unfold from what she's not gonna divulge to the general public, right? And let's be real. What I want to remember when Andrew used to blog on the farm workers in Canada and said they're living in deplorable conditions. It is this girl who gave me that story. So anyone gonna say, I like to tell on jog on the memory. Bring back to the memory. I went in some black boat, the farm worker people them at Canada, and said they want to bring the Jamaican government involved because the tour where you want whatever Jamaica, they have to get involved because the people at Canada, they have been treated unfairly and they are treated really, really bad. So when we hear the girl say this, Mr. Buck said something, something say, all right, cool, let me continue hearing. I go out here too. Guys, like up the live stream and please share the live stream because it is going to get even spicier. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear. Let's jump right back to Shernette. Go back in night, girl. Go back in night. Come on, feel something. Go back in night, girl.
So based on the law, the farmers should not be working, and if they were working, they would have to be paid overtime. I got to the point where my GPS was not even working anymore, and I started asking direction, lonely back road in the middle of nowhere, and me just driving by myself. They directed me until I found one of the farms. While driving along the side of the street, I saw these black men just working, and it was rape.
Let me correct myself. You guys are saying someone called in. So correction. Someone called in. So the person in Canada who was doing the legwork for him on Grand was this woman, right, Shernette, who was going to the people, the business farm place see what I go on. So I understand now. So let me retract what I say. I say I should give. I improvised now. If I do the legwork film, find out what I go on. So alright, we take back the part. Look while. Alright.
Extremely cold. Because it was about 10 degrees difference between where I lived and where I ended up. I beckoned to them, pulled over, and a few of them nervously came over and started talking to me. I asked permission to record them. They were very, very nervous. But I told them, no, I'm not recording your face.
Okay.
I'll just record your body and what you were saying. The farm owners were there, so I guess a lot of them started saying, no, we don't want any trouble because if...
Pause. The lights is very low. The lights is very, very low. Everyone in the live stream, please tap on the like if you haven't liked already, because I'm over here listening to story. The most you guys can do is show your support by liking up the live stream and share it too. It don't cost you nothing. It is free of charge, right? I'm not asking you guys to send me stars. I always tell you guys, right? Like and share the live stream, please and thank you. Let's jump right back to Shannon. Shannon, go back in there, girl. Go back in there, girl.
Us. But I told him, no, I'm not recording your face. I'll just record your body and what you were saying. The farm owners were there, so I guess a lot of them started saying, no, we don't want any trouble because if things were to occur, they would send us home and nobody would. Like we would not come back. I said to them, no, I would not. I started asking them, do you know about Andre Stevens? They said no. They asked me, are you the one that's here to help us? Are you one of the new liaison officer? I said, no, I'm just a concerned citizen. And we spoke. And at that point, I was not able to drop anything off because they were physically on the job. Another gentleman walked over and said, no, continue talking. I'll just go back and tell them that you're one of the liaison officer. So I interviewed them, and they directed me to where other farms were. Those footage of the interview, I later sent to Andre. So Andre had footage of those interviews that I sent to him. And I think I went to about 5 or 6 separate farms that day. I actually was in one of the farms. The place was so massive. I was like, what if somebody starts shooting? Because I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Did Andre ever disclose that in public?
I'm sorry?
Did Andre ever disclose that in public?
No, because I even had the name of a lawyer that was working with Andre for about 10 years. Sorry, working with the farmers for about 10 years, and she was willing to come on and do an interview. When I told Andre about it, I sent the information to Andre. He never proceeded to do anything about it. It just kind of died down, and I didn't follow. I followed up on it about twice, but I just basically just left it because it did not seem to be something he was interested in.
He might not want to run such a story.
The hype, he did not have the hype because he went back and talked about the farmers twice after that, but he did not have the hype. He did not have the hype to grab the audience. He wanted stories that were much more catching, stories that would drag people's hearts, stories that he basically could grab numbers. So I don't think he thought this one was going to give him the numbers he wanted. So he just buried it.
There were some times.
Well, one of the first incidents I could remember, it was in the Black History Month. I was part of the Black History Month celebration at my church, and I was supposed to do a presentation, which was pre-planned months in advance. Andre asked me to come on his show and to do a live with him. However, that Friday night, Andre said he was not feeling well, so the show was canceled. He then rescheduled it for the Sunday night. However, I had prior engagement at the church that I was supposed to speak. So I told him, Andre, I would try my best to finish the speaking engagement early, and then I would take part in I think Karen was her name, was going to be on, and 2 other people, and I would come on the show. So he started sending me messages while I was at the church. Leave the church, leave the engagement. You need to show up at the show, show up now. And I'm like, Andre, no, I cannot leave. He's like, I'm demanding you to leave now. Listen to me, leave now. I need you here. And I'm like, Andre, I can't just walk out. This is a speaking engagement I had for months. and I cannot until it's finished. So by the time the night was over and I got home, the insults, the cussing that I got in my inbox, I called Andre and set him straight and said, and I never called in for about maybe 2 weeks. I stopped calling in. So when Andre was saying to people, "Oh, Shernet, I don't know where she is," no, he knew what had happened.
That incident, has he ever spoken to you in a disrespectful manner?
Oh yes. So a few months later, Andre created like a top student group. So the top student group that Andre created, it was a group that basically we were to communicate in. And Andre, when I would not follow his narrative, But before that, one night I was on my way coming home from work. Basically I just got home from work. When I got home from work, Andre had sent me messages, and in the messages Andre said to me, because he was doing an interview. I guess I don't know what went wrong with Andre and Shelly Caron. So Andre started sending me messages, and in the messages, Andre said in the messages, "Shernet, I want you to come out and cuss out Shelly Caron." So that's one of the nights he sent me a message, said I should come out and cuss out Shelly Caron. So I sent him back a note and said, "No, I don't know Shelly. I know nothing about Shelly. Shelly has done nothing to me, and I refuse to come out and cuss Shelly out. I will not do that." So he basically tried to control that narrative by saying I should come out and cuss Shelly. So I declined.
You ever asked him to do the same thing to Queen Ifrika?
Oh yes. So one night, he was the night.
People, I asked her, she started going to the Tory. Want to listen good.
Declined. By saying I should come out and cuss Shelly. So I declined.
You ever asked him to do the same thing to Queen Ifrika?
Oh yes. So one night, he was doing the show with Queen Ifrika. He was on. I did not like the way the interview was going. I sent him. Because listen to this. Andre said Andre suffers from mental illness. Queen Ifrika suffers from mental illness, according to Andre. If Queen Ifrika suffers from mental illness and you suffer from the same mental illness, I expect you to show empathy to her. I know nothing about Queen Ifrika. I don't even know one of her songs, to be honest. So he was there the night. The way in which he started speaking with her and the interview turned, I sent him the message and said, "Andre, end the interview or check yourself because it does not sound professional." I said, "Remember, you're on an international stage." So he said to me, "Shernet, I come now, you come out and burn the gal. But yet you're telling me to take it easy on her." So I said, "No, Andre, I will not come out and cuss the woman out." I declined and told him I could not do that. First thing first, she's a female. She's done nothing to best of my knowledge. And secondly, without cause, I will not. You cannot manipulate me to come out and just start cussing out people. So I declined. So later on, as soon as Andre hung up that phone, Andre told me some clout. Listen, I never knew Andre could swear. Andre called me back, and Andre told me some words. When he started telling me the clots on the phone, the clots was like from here to Timbuktu. You remember I said to him, Andre, no, you need to stop, and you need to stop now. Those are languages those are languages that's not in my vocabulary. You're going to respect me and learn how to talk to me, because I'm not one of you nincompoops.
For everyone who's saying why she's talking now, she's gonna explain why she's talking now. Oh no, listen to the damn Tory. The girl are going at some things, me say, right? Just listen, analyze, scrutinize, and dissect our story and form an own opinion. All right.
Ever do that again? Ever, as long as there's breath in your body. And I hang up my phone. If you guys remember, it took about 3 weeks for me to call back in, because Andre would even call me. Andre was on the phone calling me at night and Like when people were saying, where's Shernette in the comment section, where's Shernette? I refused to call him. I remember still watching the show and hearing him telling Isat a Friday night and Ratican that he did something to me, and they kept asking, what did he do to Shernette? And he goes, nah, I can't tell you, but Shernette is pissed with me. I was so shocked with the languages that were coming out of his mouth. So when I heard that tape with his mother, that he addressed his mom, it was surprising that it was his mother, but that attitude he had brought to me before, and I checked him. I said, I will check you. Don't you ever. You don't pay me. I'm not a puppet. You cannot manipulate me. You cannot pull my ropes. Don't you dare. I said the way in which you were dealing with her, that I did not like it, and that's what I said, and that's what I meant. The next time, he wanted me to, as I said before, he wanted me to come out and done Shelley. I said, no, I didn't. The next time was the incident with Daryl Voss. As people always thought that Andre could program me. How many times did people that listen to the show know that I would call in and oppose to Andre's view? Andre has taken me on several times publicly on the show, and I've done the same where I said, Andre, don't agree with your stance. One such night was the night when Daryl Voss called in. The way he conducted the interview, I don't think that was a proper interview. So I called in and started talking about the way in which Daryl Voss was, his mannerism, his body language. He was not even answering the question. And I made a statement that I thought Daryl Voss was there to launch his campaign. And that interview, Andre was much, much harder on other guests. Why was he so rough with Daryl Voss? Why was he so easy? So again, that night he had cut me off and told me off because in the comment section, people were begging for me that night, like, oh my God, call back Shernette and apologize. I didn't need an apology. I was going to stand by what I said. So I'm not one of Andre Mennonites that can be manipulated. No. I have an opinion of my own. I'm a leader, not a follower. I'm going to stand by what I believe in. So when Daryl Voss came on and I spoke to him, he did not like it. He hurriedly cut me off. After the show that night, what people don't understand, Andre called and he said, how dare you assert your authority? How dare you? You do not know the intricacies of what's going on. You do not know what it is. There's bigger fishes being fried. There's bigger things at stake. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what there's things I cannot explain, but I'm going to lead him down the road as some of the stuff he was telling me, which to me at that time did not make much sense. But now, seeing that Andre's become a double agent, seeing what Andre's capable of, I understood that Andre...
It's all becoming clearer.
It has become clear, not even clear, it has become clear because that night there was something off. There was something very wrong. And I said no. And I addressed it. He later called. He told me off. He said to me, I don't understand where he's coming from. There's things he cannot explain. There's things in the back. He's working on things and he has to be easy with him because he's going to need him in the future. He's also going to need the wife. I said, I don't care. If they come on and you are going to handle them with kids' glove, I will just stop watching the show. Simple. Period. Blank.
So move a bit forward.
Yes.
You went to Jamaica in early mid-July?
Yes. I went to Jamaica on the 17th of July, yes.
Prior to going to arriving in Jamaica, did you have arrangement with Andre Stevens about you coming to Jamaica?
Yes, girl.
And where you be staying, or
She's going on tour now.
to meet up, move around
Again.
How was the plan for that period?
Yes, so I went to Jamaica. So before I start, just before I forget, I want to big up all the people at the Portmore Seventh-day Adventist Church. I was also want to big up the taxi driver. I think he said his name was Country. Yeah. And later on, you guys will find out who Country is and the SDA and how integral they were in the situation. So I notified Andre about maybe 3 months prior that I was going to be heading to Jamaica. We talked a little. Again, we did not talk a lot
Exactly.
on the phone, other than the group that he he set up, which was called Top Student Group, which in that group he tried to basically tell us what to say every night. And I said, no, like Shernette, you're going to tackle this point. It was 6 of us in the group. You're going to tackle that point. You're going to tackle that point. I said, no, Andre, you can't program me. You cannot tell me to speak on a topic I have no knowledge of. This is a group that you have set up. At that time, I thought that was the only group called Top Student Groups that was set up. I later found out after I got back from Jamaica that there were many groups that were set up. And he would basically trying to feed you what to call in and say on the topics. And I'm like, no, that doesn't work for me. So again, I defied him over and over and over again. So going to Jamaica, I called him, I messaged him, I never called. And I said, I'm going to Jamaica. And I asked him because I said to him, you said you wanted to build out your studio. Is there anything you want I can pick up on Amazon? That was the conversation. He never responded. I messaged him again. He said he will let me know. At that time, he said to me, Mr. Marsh, which we call Mr. 69, that was about maybe a month before I got down. I reminded him, Andre, I'm coming down. Have you figured out what it is that you want now? He said to me, Mr. Marsh, Mr. 69 was in need of a phone. That was actually put on the group, on the Top Students group. And he wanted us to contribute to buy Mr. Marsh a phone. So I sent him a private message, not on the group WhatsApp, because I did not want anyone else to know I was coming to Jamaica, saying, Andre, remember I'm coming to Jamaica. I could bring a phone for Mr.
The lights, look lower.
Bring the phone. So I made arrangement, told him I'm coming to Jamaica. I was coming down on a Friday.
Put up the lights, put up the lights.
We made arrangement for me to be in the studio. That would be the Friday night, same night Ratty and Iset would be on. Was there the Friday night. I got in about 1 that Friday, the 17th. I got in about 1 p.m. When I got in, Andre asked, I said to Andre, I've landed. That's after I got the duty to a driver that picked me up, and he hotspot me. I said, Andre, I've landed, and I'm making my way to my apartment unit. Prior to coming to Jamaica, I gave Andre the name of where I'm staying, the address and everything. So he knew where I was staying, when I'm coming in, what time my flight was coming in. Andre said to me,
on Friday when you landed in Jamaica.
He said to me, send me the information again. I sent it to him. Then he said to me on Friday, I will come into the studio with him at his place. And I said to him, listen, you can even do it at my place because I got a 2-bedroom. So if you're more comfortable at my apartment, you can do it there because I don't know the setup at his apartment. He said, we will discuss that. So the Friday I got in, he said to me, okay, I was going to come over. So I left the airport, dropped off at my apartment, was...
Well, the guy stop tagging him now. When the guy write him name, we'll stop tagging him now. Right?
Calling Andre, messaging Andre, and time was winding up. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, okay, I haven't ate. I'm hungry. I need food. There's no grocery in the house. There's nothing in the house because Andre and I were supposed to meet before the show. You see, when I messaged him, he told me he's downtown. He's about 5 minutes away from me. He's going to be there in a second at the apartment unit. He and his driver, Andre, never showed up. So I'm sitting there in the apartment. It's about half an hour before the show. I messaged Andre and I said, Andre, what's going on? He said to me, oh, Shernette, change of plan. I changed my mind. I said, huh? He said, I changed my mind. He said, based on the issues I'm dealing with right now, it's best for you not to show your face on camera and for no one to know that you're in Jamaica. I said, okay, fine, not a problem. That's good. Like I have no problem with it. He said, I'm going into some deep places and some deep space. It's best if you just basically stay away at this point. And he said, don't worry, man. Me and you will meet up tomorrow, referring to the next day being Saturday. He said, we'll go out and have...
What happened on Saturday?
Oh, before that on Friday night. So on Friday night, I was at the apartment. I'm there watching Andre's show. The light in the bedroom that I was in, the light was on. I'm there watching the show. It was about 12:15, 12:10. I heard a loud boom, boom, boom on my window, right next to my bed head. Immediately jumped up and looked up, and the knocking stopped. Then something said to me, do not look out. Do not go to the windows. So I lay still. I did not move. I thought the person was gone. About 10 minutes later, I heard another boom, 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 boom on my window. I said, no, this is not good. So I slid off because the person was beating and shaking the windows if they wanted to come in. I slid off the bed, the side of the bed, slid onto the floor. When I slid onto the floor,
listen, the girl, I'm gonna talk some things, and I'm gonna say, Lord Jesus, I swear to God, I'm telling you guys real stuff. Just listen to that, listen to the girl, right, and form your own opinions, alright?
I curled up on the floor because in my mind I said, if they're shooting, when something is about to happen, it's easy for them to shoot me on the bed. If I'm on the floor, it's going to be almost impossible for them to hit me. So I slid onto the floor. I turned off my phone. Later on,
Just let me get this question again.
Yes.
Other than Andre Stevens, who else knew you were staying in that property?
no one except the driver, which is a driver I've used about 5 times while I was about 3 times, while I was in Kingston. With the exception of the driver that I'd used before, that dropped me there, that doesn't know that I'm the head girl, doesn't know anything about
Maybe
me.
it was for
Just know me as
subjection.
sheriff. No one else knows that I was staying in that apartment.
Pause, guys. It's, you know when I heard this thing, right? I was thinking on the lines of maybe they're doing it to scare us so she can go on a subjection. I don't know, because I hear them talking about this damn subjection over there. So for a minute now, I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is their way of making someone go to some kind of subjection. But that's why long I know funny. She said they want murderation her. I'm thinking, no, maybe they're scaring you because they wanted to come on the subjection. Wanna get it? Guys, like up the live stream, please. I'm begging you, please like up my live stream. I'm asking you kindly, like up the live stream, share it up too. Please, I'm begging you. Thank you.
No one else. Mind you, at this time,
I think I drew a subjection.
Andre's plan was for him to come, for us to go get food, for me to go get grocery, for me to get things, for me to go back to his place, for me to have the show from his place, for me to be live in studio with him. I was not even supposed to be in that apartment. Half an hour before the show, when I saw him doing nothing, and I'm bathed, I'm dressed, I'm ready, I called him and he said to me he changed his mind. While watching the show, I'm laying there not thinking anything about anything. That's when the banging started.
What do you know?
It went on a third time as if the person is saying, I know you were there. I know you were there. So by this time, I'm on the ground. I slept on the ground the Friday night, on the cold concrete with a little sheet. That's where I slept that Friday night. Like literally, that's where I slept the Friday night. So the Saturday morning, I got up. Because when Andre spoke to me the Friday night, he said, don't worry, I'll come and get you Saturday morning and we'll go around. Remember, there's nothing in my house except a bottle of water. So I had not eaten since Thursday night. Because Friday morning I came down on the plane, nothing. I came to the apartment, nothing. I bought six sweet socks and a piece of melon. That's all I had. Now it's Saturday morning. I'm beyond hungry. It was about 11:30. I contacted Andre and I said, Andre, he said, where are you? He said to me, Sharonette, I don't feel well. All this while, Andre has been sending me the number of the driver. Someone is claiming, some guy is claiming that's his driver that will be taking
people. Yes, sir. It starts to sound, it can get sticky when I listen to the damn girl, and form your own opinions. But tell you, I'm touring. She's going on tour now.
All this while, Andre has been sending me the number of a driver. Someone is claiming, some guy is claiming that's his driver that will be taking me around. So I said, no, Andre, if you're going to use a driver to take me around, why not Miss Claudette? Why are you... Because, okay, even Friday night he said to me, Sharonette, you don't have any food, call the driver. I said, no, who is this driver? So he actually sent me a screenshot with the driver's name and the phone number. Next to the phone number, it has the driver's name, and it says Burner. So it's a burner phone. That alerted me immediately that, no, this is a burner phone. I'm going over with this guy. So when I said to him, I'm hungry the Friday night, he said, did you call the driver? Let the driver bring you some food. I said, no, I'm good. So I stayed without food. The Saturday morning, when I contacted him about 11:30, he said to me, "You didn't call the driver last night." I said to him, "No." "Did you call him this morning?" I said, "No." He said, "Call the driver. Let the driver give you some food because I'm really tired. I want to sleep in."
He turned up on Saturday.
No. I said no, and I called the same driver that actually brought me from the airport, the duty tour driver. We went to Coronation Market, got my money changed, got everything together, never even heard from Andre the Saturday the entire day. However, the driver started calling me. The so-called driver started calling me, becoming overly friendly on the phone. The so-called driver, which he calls his security detail and his driver, started asking me for my if I have social media profile. I said yes. He said to me, "Can you send me your social media profile link?" The minute he said that, something triggered. I said, "My link?" He said, "Yes, send me your social media handles." I said to myself, "Oh, no. So I sent him my business social media handle, and I still have all the text between he and I. He said to me, "Thanks much." He said, "What I wanted to see was an image of you." I said, interesting, an image of me, really? Then he sent me back a message and said, "Can I get a picture of you?" Immediately I said, "Remember, this is now Saturday. I'm by myself. There's no one else." Because every time I meet with Andre, I changed. I said to myself, "Hold on. Picture of me?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Why would you want a picture of me?" But he was becoming overly friendly, almost as if he wanted to have a intimate conversation with me. Mm-hmm. That's how he was positioning everything. However, that's not what my mind was telling me. My mind was telling me that was his way to get in. So immediately I was reading him and I said, no. So what I did, I took a picture of a mail that was on my phone and I sent it to him. If you guys remember, the night when Andre attacked me, Andre said, a friend of his asked a picture of me. And Andre thought I was a woman. But I'm a transvestite because I sent a picture of a man. That was the incident.
Where the argument of Shernet being a transvestite coming from, because you sent a male picture to his security detail.
Just a right.
Do you guys remember Andre making reference to this woman as no Chani? I'm only asking because I don't know. I don't know what the part there. But I'm sure someone gonna know if you make reference to her and call her a Chani. So if you know, at that, she talk about a part and knows going on.
Mail picture to Andre's security detail. When I sent the picture to him, he sent back a funny face emoji to me. I said to myself, "Got you." With the driver because I don't know Kingston. Like I just don't know Kingston.
Saturday night, did Andre manage to come and see you by Saturday?
No, on Saturday night, Andre did not see me. And Saturday night, I was there by myself. And Saturday night, I was just going through my phone. Again, Andre's not on Saturday night watching some stuff. I was at that time sitting again in the room. The same thing happened. At this time, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Somebody came to the window, trying to almost break in through the window on Saturday night. I went and locked myself in the bathroom, and that's what...
She's basically saying the only person who she was staying was Andre. So who could be orchestrating all of these innuendos at the place where she has stayed? And nobody's never know. She has said, Andre agreed. And this is what she's saying. She's saying that Andre orchestrated all of this. And like she said, well, let's go for herself. We'll chat to her sometime.
Stayed Saturday night in the bathroom. At that time, I still did not meet his security detail. I still did not see Andre. Because remember, Andre said he's going to take me out, we're going to eat, we're going to dine, we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff, we're going to spend the day together on Saturday. Never saw Andre. However, on Saturday evening, before I went to bed, Andre called me about maybe 9 p.m. I don't know if it's a call or a message, but we communicated, and he said to me, "Sunday, tomorrow is Daniel Rose's funeral, and the little girl, do you want to go to the funeral with me?"
It's not part there.
I said, "Yeah." He said to me, "Okay, I'll be there to pick you up." He said to me, "Get ready for 9 o'clock because the funeral starts at 10. So I was there Saturday night before I went to bed, get my clothes out, get everything out. He said, "It's everything aside, not thinking anything, thinking it may have still been an isolated incident the Friday night. So while I was there the Saturday night, the same thing occurred. This time, the person insists as if they wanted to come into their room. I did not know what to do. I did not know who to call. I did not know anyone. The only person that I knew was Andre. And I had a friend, maybe two friends I think I had, that was in the military. I even messaged them, but I didn't tell them what was going on. I messaged them to see where they were. They weren't responding because they were on duty. So I was literally there by myself. I'm telling you, when I say shaking,
Did you alert Andre as to what happened Friday night and Saturday night?
no, I did not alert Andre about it until Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I did not alert Andre about it until Sunday. I did not say anything on Friday night. I did not say anything on Saturday night. I did not call him on Saturday night because he claimed to be very busy. And there was no communication. And as I stated before, with him and the Ryan guy, that was supposedly his driver, something was not adding up. Because the gentleman, and what was not adding up as well, is that I did not get this from Andre, but I got this from the driver.
Pause, people. She's gonna explain why she couldn't call nobody. Wanna just listen to the girl's story? Listen to her story and form your own opinion, right? Listen to the girl. She'll tell her not why she could not make phone calls whilst in Jamaica. Listen, God, and listen, keenly. Open your antennas or your satellite dishes and listen keenly. All right.
Imagine this. Lives in another parish, which would take about 2 hours to get into Kingston.
I'm gonna block you.
The driver has his own vehicle. Yet, Andre, the driver told me, Andre rented a car and gave to him to carry me around. So I said,
The driver has his own vehicle.
why would Andre rent a car, give the rental car to you to drive me around if you have a car? At the same time, Andre saying to me, this guy's going to...
Did you make any prior arrangement with Andre to rent a car to move you around for the period you were going to be in Jamaica?
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
Because the Monday morning, my girlfriend was coming into Kingston. She knows Kingston. No. And remember, I told you I've been to Kingston, and because I don't know Kingston, I've been to Kingston previously, and 3 times before the exact same duty to a driver, which is very reputable. Which you go online, you see the reviews on him. That's how I found him years ago. He would drive me around if I needed drive. So no, we never spoke. In fact, when Andre said to me the very same driver could have picked me up from the airport, I said to him, no, 2 weeks before coming down, I made plans with my duty to a driver to pick me up from the airport. He said, something you can cancel? I said, no, I don't do that to people. No, I will not cancel it. So I did not cancel it.
So back to Saturday night into Sunday morning of the plan of going to Daniel Rose's funeral.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead, Wayne, I did not hear you.
No, I said get back into the planning of Saturday night going and to go into Daniel's Rose funeral Sunday.
Okay. So Saturday night, I basically stayed up most of the night. Sunday morning, I was up early because I did not get much sleep. About 6 a.m., I got a call from Andre. And Andre said to me, by the way, I forgot to tell you, it's blue. You guys are wearing. Are you ready? I said, yes, I'm up. By that time, I'd gotten up, tried to take a shower, still nervous, just wanting to get out of the place because I was still alone and my girlfriend was coming from Montego Bay on the Monday. So I'm there by myself. So I said, yes, I'm ready. He said, we're going to pick you up at 9 o'clock. I said, no problem. He said, funeral starts at 10. I said, no problem. I'm ready when you are. He later called me back and said, Shernet, the driver is supposed to come and pick us up to take us to the funeral. I said, interesting. Because the driver just called me. And the driver said to me, so what are you guys doing today? I said, what do you mean? He said, what's the plan for today? I said, I don't know. You call Andre and ask Andre. Because by this time, I knew something was not right.
Do you guys know she's insinuating Andre wanted to kill her? I hope you guys know this is what she's implying. right? Or don't listen, go tell a girl, right? If you don't know, at least she say, oh.
So none of them were playing me. So I said, don't know. He said to me, I'm not having any communication with Andre. I said, that's interesting.
Allegedly.
Because I'm saying to myself, Andre just told me like 5 minutes ago that you'll be picking us up for the funeral. That's what I said to myself. But I didn't tell him anything about the funeral because I'm like, listen, just in case this guy is not really affiliated with Andre, I don't want to tell him where I'm going, so this guy will come and find me where I'm at. So let me just leave it as is. So I said, I don't know, you'd have to call Andre. He said to me, well, Andre's not saying anything. That's why I'm asking. I said, but I don't know you.
So
you're saying you work with Andre, you're Andre's security. How could you be Andre's security and it's taking you 2.5 hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours to get into Kingston? How is it that you, Andre, rented a car and gave you the rental car? You have that rental car that Andre's paying for every day, yet Andre doesn't have access to that car. You're in a different parish with that car. Does that make any sense to you, Wayne?
It would make it.
They're gonna put out some camera footage. I forgot what part. When we just saw, me I push up in that camera. I'm gonna see on the time. On the wait. It's so reach. Camera footage coming up very soon.
That Andre will be paying for a car.
Andre back to the funeral.
Wait, the girl.
Andre kept calling around and said he could not find anything. Then he said he found an elder that was going to take us to the funeral. Then he showed up about 10:30, claiming that he was late because he had a difficult time finding a ride. He said it was an elder. When the person came with Andre to pick me up, it was a young guy. I looked at him and said, this is not an elder. I walked up to the car. I greeted Andre like, hi, oh my God. I was so happy to him. Oh my God, I finally saw you. Andre said to me, get in the car. That was his name. Get in the car, sure that we're late. He was sitting in the front. He was all dressed in blue and white. I said, no problem. I jumped in the back seat of the car. The entire duration of the trip, we're now going from Kingston to Portmore. Andre was not communicating with me. He was communicating with the driver, which he made it very clear because his questions were directed at the driver, addressed him as driver, and they would be talking. Andre had one communication with me. Andre turned and said to me, Sharonette, did you see the ship them that came in? The ship that went, they're going to Venezuela. I said to him, no. He said to me, yes, some ship came in. We had that one conversation. The entirety of the trip, he did not speak with me. But I started looking at him. I'm like, hold on. You were different. Meeting him in person, he was cold, calculated.
When you met him, there was no rapport and
nothing.
Professor and the head girl.
No, he was almost robotic. He was honest to God. He was almost robotic.
Pause. The likes are very, very, very. Guys, calm now. Listen. You guys are all here listening to the gossip, which means you clearly are here for the nonsense, for the gossip, to form your opinion on anything we put out over here. Show your support, like up the live stream, and please share it too. The shares are very low. You can do better than this. I bet you if it's over talking about Donegal, you see how quick one of that read out the share them. Probably I'll get 60 shares. Is it because we're talking about Andre? Listen, Andre is no better than Donegal. If anyone's bigger out here, Donegal is bigger than him. Right? Let's be quiet. Let me be real. So let's share the live and like up the live. Right? Thank you for your support. I want to calm my phone. You can't calm me now, girl and boy. I would say. I'm on the live. I'm coming soon. I promise you I'm coming. Just don't in the live. Soon come. I'm on the live. I will show you I'm on the live. Pardon. Yeah, guys, share the live and like up the live stream. See my friends